click on Insert and go to your Charts section and select a 2D line icon. This will drop down a box that will allow you to select the type of line graph you wish to create. This one I've selected in particular shows a distinct mark at each data point. Now, if your graph isn't looking the way it's supposed to look, we can manipulate how the data is presented by clicking on the Switch Row column icon. And if that option still doesn't display the data how you want it, click on the Select Data option on the right for more precise changes. For this line graph, we really only want to compare the flies and ants and spiders to each other. So we really don't want this blue line that's right here, which shows us the amount of time the cake was left out, because that's already on the x-axis. So in order to remove this blue line, we can deselect the series right here that it represents and click OK. And voila, it's gone. Next, let's take a look at the design and layout changes you can make to make this graph look better. Moving the cursor to the edge of the box and left-clicking it allows you to expand the entirety of the graph. However, if you just want to change the interior size, left-click on the chart, move your cursor to the corner, and drag it to your desired size. I personally like to leave a little bit of room on the right for my key section. So I'm going to move this right here. Now, to add axis labels or trend lines or accessories to your graph, you can either click on Add Chart Element, which is right here, or you can double click on this graph, which will pop out this plus sign. And this is a really useful shortcut to add certain elements to your chart quickly. Clicking on the axis titles option will give me both my X and Y axis labels that I need. Now, if you want to change the orientation of these titles, you can do so in detail here. So what I want to record on my x-axis is the amount of time the cake was left out. And actually, I'll just label that time in hours. And then on my y-axis, it'll be the number of insects that appeared. So now, as you see, this is in the way, the y-axis is in the way, so we can double-click on this chart again and minimize the chart size to give room for the y-axis. Now it's time to give your graph a title.